Okay, so I got this hole cut out. You can see the wood's getting pretty solid. It's not completely solid yet, but it gets solid about 6 inches past that point. So now that I've got a nice hole here, I'm going to take some 2x4s and slide one under that way, and then I can access it from underneath to attach it to the board there. And then I'm going to take another 2x4 and slide it that way, and then I can also gain access on the outside there to attach it. Excuse me. And then you see I've got one 2x2 nailed there. So after I get this 2x4 in, or maybe before it, probably it'll be easier to do it before, then I'll attach another 2x2 along the top over there, and that'll allow me to lay my flooring back down, and it'll be attached on both sides and in the middle. And I'm also going to see I've got a slot there, so I'm going to attach another 2x4 going across this way, and I'll do that on both sides, just kind of help give some reinforcement. You can see where they had an original one right there, so it's okay if I move it down just a little bit. And I might even do likely a 2x2 underneath it over here, and then I'll attach it on either side to these 2x2s, and then it'll kind of go to the middle and attach to the 2x4 that's going to be running along here. And then in the middle, since I'm going to have two 2x4s, I don't have enough of a hole here to run one 12-foot long 2x4, so I'm going to run two about 8-foot ones, and where they overlap, I'm just going to attach them to each other nice and secure there, and probably about use 6 nails or maybe 8 nails, and that'll kind of reinforce this entire floor again. And I believe there's this is the most rotted 2x4 in the floor that I had. The next spot that's pretty damaged is over here. There's quite a bit going on. It looks like a tree actually came down maybe on the side of the building there. There's lots of water damage has happened here. So you can see there's some rotting there, or some damage on that cedar. And there's also some damage here. This floor is actually sitting a little bit low. You can tell because these boards should be like that, below the 2x4 that's going along the outside. And as you can see, there's a nice bow there where the boards actually come up above the 2x4. So I haven't determined yet if it's best to brace it from the bottom. Usually when wood is warped like this, you can get away with moving it just a little bit, but you don't really want to try and put it back to its original location when it's a small area like this, because doing that will likely cause even more damage than what's already been done. So the best way to do it is just brace it up nice and secure where it's already sitting. It's still pretty structurally sound. There's not like a bunch of bowing or anything going on. It's not really flexible. So it's just been maybe a long sag that's kind of happened here. And so I'm just going to reinforce that in its current position and make sure that I stop the movement of this section. You can see over here there's also another section that's doing that as well. Same thing here. You can see where the floor pretty much comes up to level with the 2x4, and I've already begun the reinforcement process here. And this is definitely where a tree did hit the side of the building. It caused quite a bit of damage there, so you can see where I've been repairing the damage up above. I'm also going to be adding a couple more pieces of tin there, and I'm going to add some more joists, some 2x2s coming up here and coming up there, just to kind of reinforce this square. And then I'll probably add another 2x4 that's going to go from the floor all the way up to this 2x2 right here, and I might even cut that and run it all the way to the top, just kind of add as much structural reinforcement as I can right here. And then when we add the walls, I'll also add some braces. They go all the way up. You can see they've got a 2x3 running across the top here, that's connected all the way to that 2x6. So I might do some more similar things, and maybe even add a 2x4 down to a place where the floor is really secure. So okay, so this flooring is pretty good now.
we went through and replaced everything. So before this was flexing a lot. Now there's no flex. Very solid. And you can see here we added some supports on either side and 2x2s along the edge so that we can come back in, and we'll put this original flooring back in. So that one doesn't actually go there because it goes somewhere down here, but yeah, so basically it'll allow us to put the original boards back in once I get the right order. And then after some putty, you won't even know that anything was replaced. So got quite a bit done here, and got quite a bit more left to do still.